get in there to open your window, man. Is there any chance that can happen? Huh? I remember yesterday too, you wanted me to take your blankie out a little bit. Sorry, I cut it in half the other day and that wasn't enough room. Alright, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. I will sit on you. I swear I will sit on you. There you go. Now you have plenty of room. Are we comfy? Your window's open, catching some sunshine, and now you have room to lay on your blankie. Come on. This is one of those intersections here in Kansas that you could set at and record beautiful trucks all day long. We're just outside of Dodge City, Kansas right now, and we are loaded up with 42,000 pounds of meat trimmings bound for Dakota City, Nebraska. Everything went pretty smooth last night. At the end of our last video, I was concerned of how the truck wash turned out, and a-okay. It was just a bad angle that I was looking at it, and the truck is looking very sharp right now. Beautiful truck after beautiful truck going past us. Our weather today is 75 degrees. They're looking to get almost to 90 degrees here in Dakota City or Dodge City area, right around here. We'll be long north by now then. And last night got down into the lower 30s, if not 31, 32 degrees back home. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna find some cooler weather. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that camera is for me and nobody else. I know it is. I know, you're just so pretty, right? I swear to you, before we started recording, before I pushed that record button, there was 5 beautiful W9s that went by, 3 beautiful Peterbilts, and a couple nice Internationals. Now I'm sitting over there trying to get some nice footage for you, some nice B-roll. We're still getting some nice pretty trucks, but nothing like what was going by a little bit ago. We have over 470, 480 miles to go, so we better get on the road. The never-ending bridge work just outside of Garfield, Kansas. It almost seems like they've been restoring this bridge for the past 2 years, but it's probably been shorter. You guys know how it is when you get into road work. You always say, oh, this is taking over a year and it's taken 6 months, but it almost feels like this bridge work's been going on for about 2 years now. We have a new rattle. It's coming from underneath my feet. I can almost feel it. Trying to get used to the whole new shifting. They put a new isolator in when they put my new clutch in, and it made this a lot tighter. Kind of tight. I like it. A quick stop by Ellsworth, Kansas right now, just off of Highway 156. We have approximately probably around 350 to 360 miles left until we are up in Dakota City, Nebraska. It's not really a good place to stop during the daylight right here though, because the only grass option is the ditch right there, and Opie's just not a big fan of that ditch during the day because of the highway traffic. Which I'm okay with, but he got out, he stretched, he went to the bathroom. Now I'm craving me some chocolate milk, so we're gonna walk over here to Casey's, grab some chocolate milk, and I swear we're not gonna grab any pizza, and then we're gonna motor on. Well, that was a strike and a miss. Absolutely no milk at all in the place. That's brutal. We did land a donut or two, and I also did grab a loaf of bread for some peanut butter sandwiches, but that's about it. Maybe a Dr. Pepper, but that doesn't count. No milk. Before you eat, I need to know what you told them. Did you tell them anything? Did you tell them, did you rat me out or anything on any of that? Alright, I'm just checking before you eat. Okay, so like I told you earlier, and just in case you didn't hear me because we were standing outside of a running truck, we are in Washington, Kansas, just off of Highway 36. I stopped and took a nap. And as usual, whenever I stop and take a nap, it's supposed to be a certain set amount of time, and it ends up always being longer, and that's just the way it goes. After that nap, we ended up waking up freezing, just flat out freezing cold. It is now currently 48 degrees out, and well, if I'm saying 48 degrees is this cold, I do fear for the near future, for when winter gets here and I am in really, really cold and I'm whining to you guys. I will try not to this year. At least that's the goal, is to try not to whine that much. But yeah, that is why the bed is not made. Oh, look at him. I was just telling my sister how he sits on the bed and eats. That's just the way it is. He just sits on the bed and eats. Nebraska. Beatrice is located right here on good old Highway 77. Now that is a good fire station. Wow, that's impressive. We are just outside of Omaha, Nebraska at a quick trip just off of Interstate 80 right here. We're stopped here, we're letting Opie run around a little bit and I get some exercise in at the same time. Everything seems to going pretty good. Interstate 80 was pretty quiet, 77 was excellent. Just an all-around great night to be driving a truck. I will say Mother Nature has won. I told my parents it's probably been a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that I was going to wear shorts as long as possible. And if most of you remember, I'm new to the whole shorts world, and I started wearing shorts this summer for the first time since I was a child. So I figured these are comfortable. This is nice. So I figured I was going to wear them as long as possible. Tonight has won. I'm going to jump into the truck, change into some jeans. That way we can be a little warmer when we get back up home. We're not too far from home now. Home. Dakota City, Nebraska. Not home. Well, okay, we've made it up here to Dakota City, Nebraska, Empirical, or I don't even know the name of this packing plant anymore. I tell you what, it's getting kind of tight in here. It's getting extremely tight in here, but we finished it up. We got our trailer dropped off. This thing right here, it's giving me some fits. I don't know if it's coming across the camera when you flip it. You hear that? See how it's got that little leak? That's a no-go. You can't have that. I'm hoping when they took everything apart, when they pulled the transmission, that maybe they just didn't get a line shoved up in there tight enough. So we're going to take that apart tomorrow and go from there on if we can fix that, or maybe I'm going to have to give them a call. Maybe something got cracked in here when they were taking it apart. We're going to go find a nice little hole to hide in and go to bed, get some sleep, and then start our next adventure tomorrow. Until then, you guys stay safe, and as always, I'll see you next time.